Do you ever feel like you have good intentions, but those good intentions don't always pan out? See, as followers of Christ, we often have good intentions to be better or to do better or to become more like Christ, but oftentimes these good intentions are never good enough. The reality is we need real transformation from Christ. Paul refers to this inner battle throughout his letters often, but he really emphasizes it a lot in Galatians 5 when he talks about the conflicting desires that we face as followers of Christ. That we are both human, born into a sinful nature, and also born again and given the Holy Spirit that transforms us. Paul says this in Galatians 5:16-17. He says, "So I say, let the Holy Spirit guide your lives. Then you won't be doing what your sinful nature craves. The sinful nature wants to do evil, which is the opposite of what the Spirit wants, and the Spirit gives us desires that are opposite of what the sinful nature desires. These two forces are constantly fighting each other, so you are not free to carry out your good intentions." So I love what Paul is getting at here too, because he is talking about the reality of what we face as followers of Christ. Still being humans living in this world where we want to do good, we want to be more like Christ, we want to be changed, we want to stop sinning, but we can't do it on our own. So the reality is this battle between flesh and spirit. When we lean on our flesh and we try and win this battle on our own, we will constantly lose. We may win a few battles here and there, but we will lose. But when we allow the Spirit to empower us and to transform us, then we are able to walk in victory. And see, to do this, we have to surrender our entire lives to the Holy Spirit. Our daily habits, our time alone, our time with our families, our time at work, our time driving to and from work, our time in everything that we do has to be surrendered to the Spirit. So how can we let this happen? 3 things. We can abide. Christ says that we can do nothing apart from Him, and so we must stay connected to the source, which is Jesus. Second is get alone with God. The Spirit does His most transformative work when we remove the distractions and we often step away from our normal environments and we allow Him to change us. And the third is take action with community. Look, we can't change on our own. We are not a solo religion. We are meant to do this with a community of people around us. And so get yourself in a small group. Come to church. Serve at church. Get with friends who you can be vulnerable and honest with, because we need community to help us transform. So stop trying to have the good intentions to transform yourself or to change yourself or to be a better Christian. To be a better follower of Christ means to surrender to the Holy Spirit and allow Him to transform and to change us.